Welcome to another tech day. I have a lot of things planned out today, but first, and I think I'm gonna do this often or make it something as a ceremony before I even start doing the hard stuff, I'm gonna guess some games. Let me just move this here. This site is called Guess the Game, and it's pretty simplistic at first because all we need to do is guess the game based on the screenshots. If we missed the answer, we are gonna get more and more clues, and the last clue is probably extremely obvious. So without further ado, I remember I stopped at 1302, so I think every day they are doing one of these. Let me see. Yeah, this one is, I guessed this one, and in the meantime, two more appeared, so I'm gonna first do the new one. So there's Fire. This Far Cry 2. Nah. Maybe Red Dead Redemption. Red Dead Redemption. Is it the original Red Dead? What the hell? Red Dead 1? No. No. I clicked missed, but it's definitely one of the Assassin's Creeds. No, this is the Witcher. I clicked again on the skip one. It's genre action adventure stealth, so it's definitely Assassin's Creed. I always forget to notice these tips here. Assassin's Creed. So it's not the Black Flag, it's probably the Odyssey. Let's see. Submit. No, it's not. Original release 2022. It must be an Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed. Which one is the latest one? Revelations, Origins, Syndicate, Shadows, Black Flag, Brotherhood. To be honest, I never played. No, it's definitely not. No. One that is definitely an Assassin's Creed 2022. Let me skip another. Wait. It's not Assassin's Creed, it's Ghost of... Is it Ghost of Tsushima? A Plague Tale. Apologies. I think this is my first game that I guessed incorrectly. Let's see the new one. So there were two. That was another one because they upload one of these every day, and there are some sister sites which I'm also looking forward to analyzing. So what could this be? It's a real-time strategy, and there's a pelican here. Based on the pelican only, I would guess that this is one of the Civilization games. 6. So it's not one of the Civilizations games because the Metacritic score is too low. Is it one of the Warcraft expansions? But no. What could this be? Let's skip it. It's on PC. Oh god. I'm gonna have two stinkers in a row. Now is the question. What could this be? I have no idea. It's definitely not Civilization. It might be one of these 4X clones, but I don't want to skip my answers. I want to guess them, but Rise of Nations? Have they done like a remake of it? No, they haven't. Oh shit, I have no idea what this is. This may be one of those, not Heroes of Might and Magic, but Settlers? 2006. It is an old game. A 2006 game with this UI. Let me skip another one. Related. I think this is one of the Anno games. But which one is it? Maybe this one? The answer is Ah, I guess that in the end. Great work. So we don't have any new ones. Let me just do a couple of these here. Okay, this is definitely super meat. Meat. Boy, I never played this. Super Meat Boy. No, it's not. It's not that. Ah, I know what this is. Don't starve. Don't starve. Starve together. PC and mobile. How is it not Super Meat Boy? Images? Where's the gameplay? Ah, no, it's the other one. I've been mixing these two games. I think this is Binds of Isaac? Bindings of Isaac. I have never played this one either. It's definitely Bindings of Isaac. Bindings of Isaac. Binding of Isaac. What the hell? Skip. Brotato. Ah, I didn't know this one, to be honest. Let's go another one. Let's do another one. So best decade. Ah, I also have some statistics here. Guess the game, 9 played, 7 won. Oh, I can also guess the game cover. All right, let's do this one. Showgirls. Batman. So what's this? This is one of the Arkham. One of the Arkham games, but maybe not Arkham Asylum. Maybe Arkham City. It's not. So they treated me like an idiot. They knew I would pull that one off. So what could this be? Is this? Let me go back to the first one. Where's Batman? Showgirls. And the second one says a Metacritic score of 81. No idea. Skip. What the hell? Ah. It's called Marvel. Something. Marvel vs. Capcom. You see this one? It's definitely one of these games. No, I have no idea. I mean, it's definitely one of the Injustice. Ah, fuck. Oh no. I just realized these were DC characters. I don't know why I immediately went to Marvel. Shit. Let's go. Let's do another one. Let's do one where I guess. By the way, if you think that I'm really bad at guessing games, you should watch the last video. I was guessing them a lot better. What's this? Is this GoldenEye? Not GoldenEye. It's something else. Skip. Yeah, it's definitely something else. I know this one. Is it a Star Wars game? It is. Battlefront. Jed. So I'm in yellow, so I'm close. Jedi. Jedi Knight 2. No, it's not. It's definitely Star Wars. I know what game this is. Wait. It's either Battlefront. That's the one that I have. That's the one that I would put all of my chips in. No, it's Republic Commando. Battlefront 2. Ah! All right. Let's do another. Let's do another one. I need to guess one. And then I'm gonna start working. No idea. Jade Empire. Oh, is it Hogwarts Legacy? What the hell is this? No idea. Let me skip this clue. Wait. PS4, PS5, PC, 84. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. I have never played or heard. I have seen this, but I don't know the name of this game. It's okay. I wouldn't have guessed this. Wait, I need to guess one. I need to guess one. What's this? How can't I guess a game? No idea. Let's skip. What the hell is this? 73 Metacritic score. Is it Fallout 76? No. Why have I guessed that was? Again, I have no idea what this one is either. No, never heard. Never heard about the search. Okay. To be honest, I never heard about this one, so let's do another one. I'm not bad at games. Believe me. What could this be? A chair, some radio in some forest, Alan Wake. Ooh. No, Metacritic score 81. I know what this is. Game about gay bikers. Okay. I was making a joke. Game about bikers. Biker games. No, not Sons of Anarchy. Okay. A game in which a biker fights a zombie apocalypse. Days Gone. What is this one? Days Gone. It's not. PS4, PC, PS1. What's this? Oh man, I have no idea what this one is. 2018 from Far Cry 4. Or is it 5? It's 5. Far Cry 5. Okay, let me just stop here. 1297. Let me go the new one. It's 1296. What else can we guess? Can we guess? Guess the audio, guess the book, guess the movie name. How many of these there are? 438. And what about guess the game? No, not this is the guess the game. Guess the audio, guess the book, guess the logo, guess the house, guess the angle, guess the phrase. What the hell? Okay, this is the movie one. Guess the audio. Okay, maybe not now. They have 956 of these. So this is a book rating one. This is the logo guessing. Guess the house. Enter what you think the price of the home is. Click submit if you are within 5%. Okay, it's also fun. Guess the angle. Ah, okay, so this is the angle. Okay, let me just try to guess. Let me just try to guess the angle. So, full circle is 360. This is half. This is 90, so it's 270, and we have some 270, maybe. Let me think. Let's say, and if this is 180, let's say 250, 258. It's less than 258. How about 245? It must be bigger than 245. No, it's what? There's no way this is the angle. Wait, 200? Ah, it's bigger than 200. All right, so it is 90, 232, 244. Ah! Okay, let's do another. Okay, I'm gonna work. I'm gonna work, I promise, but let's do another one. So this is more. This is a lot more. I would say if this is 270, we have maybe another 40. So 270 plus 40, 310. Bigger than 310. I said bigger than 322. What? 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 Now let's work. The angle is 308. Let me also kill it. Kill it. First order of business. Let's do two things that I put in my to-do list. The first one is, let me go to projects, WhisperX, source, then activate. And what is happening here, I will tell you. I've downloaded this WhisperX project in order to generate sections for my YouTube videos. What happens is that I need to run this via CPU. This is my last video that I uploaded. So I need to run this via CPU because otherwise it won't work. If I type in GPU, I'm gonna get a segmentation fault or something like this. Let me try to see this. Let me try to test it. Unsupported device. I don't think this command was correct, but let's first check what our GPU we actually have and our drivers. So NVIDIA SMI. And this is the first step. If nothing happened, I don't have any NVIDIA drivers. I do have some, so we are good. We are good for the first step. Wait. Let me just run the command. Let me just see where it breaks and why it breaks and what happened. This is the right command that I need to use. So not the device CUDA, but the device GPU. Vice versa. Okay. So this is the error that we are having. Aborted, core dumped, so all of this, the log. So what was happening here? We have some logs. They are timed. Invalid handle cannot load symbol create tensor description. So I assume that this would be a CUDA mismatch. Right? Unable to load any of these, and any of these, and any of these. So PyTorch sees that we have our CPU. Otherwise, it won't even try CUDA. But the PyTorch that built that we installed was compiled against CUDA 9.x. We don't have 9.x on our system installed, or we have an older version. So we have CUDA, we initialized it, and then it fails on a hard crash. We have NVIDIA drivers because the NVIDIA SMI command worked. And we need to check what version of CUDNN we have. So we are in our web. So let's do pip uninstall torch vision torch audio. Okay. Pip cache purge. Okay, it removed old files. Now we need to install a good CUDA version. So I copy this. I think this should be it. It's gonna take some time, but it's really fast. So let's wait for a bit. You know what I can do while this is building up? Let's play another one of Get the Games. Wait, where have I stopped? Where did I stop? 1296. 6. I'll just move this to another screen so I know when it completes. No idea what this is. It's black and white or in grayscale. Or maybe it's one of these games from the mid 2000s, from the late 2000s and early 2010s where all the color was sucked out of it. I have no idea what this is. Educated guess. Bioshock Infinite. Most probably wrong. A Metacritic score of 74. Now, it reminds me of Dishonored, but I think Dishonored was a lot better critically accepted. So, is this interesting? Okay. Stalker? Okay, now I'm really confused. Now I don't know what this is. I need to skip. What? It's an RPG game? Now I know a lot of people would have guessed it by now, but I have no idea what this is. I know that it's a JRPG. One of these Final Fantasy. I know it's not 7. But I don't think this could be Final Fantasy. Could it? Why would a Final Fantasy game have 71? Let me try to see. No, it's not Final Fantasy. It's... I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, I need to skip it. I have no idea what this is. Did the Devil May Cry have a turn-based instance? It's not. I know it's not 5. I just want to see a Resonance of Fate. Never heard about this one either. Must be fucking kidding me. Alright, CUDA is still installing, and this is something rather colorful. Am I an idiot? Gift shop. What is this? X30? Not rated on Metacritic. What does it mean? I have no idea. Platform. No. Is this Super Meat Boy? Super Meat Boy. Definitely not. Battlebox Theater. We are having a stinker today, ladies and gentlemen. While we are having a stinker, let's do something else. So this is still running. What I want is I want to customize and I want to improve the look of my distro. Most probably I will install a new version sooner or later, so I'm gonna do everything from scratch. But now I just want to tinker on it a bit. So what I want to do is install Kitty. If you limit the terminal, Kitty is made for you. The fast feature. Use GPU and simmed vector CPU instruction. Uses thread rendering. Performance trade-offs can be tuned. Quick start. Pre-built binaries of Kitty are available for both macOS and Linux. See the binary install instructions. You can also build from source. Or, let's skip this. You can build and you can use your favorite package manager to install the Kitty package. Some Linux distribution packages are woefully outdated. Okay, it's still downloading. So they are outdated. System. But we see the state of my memory here. Power, multitasking, network, Bluetooth, sound. Where's the size? Application search, online accounts. All right. I'll check this later. Let me just see what happens here. Requirement already satisfied. Requirement already satisfied. Okay. Now, this is exciting. I don't remember the last time I installed build from source. Okay, so I can build from the source or I can just do this. Bum, bum, bum. Slow? Slow because I have two things taking space at the same time. My CPU is still at only 2.8% used, which is great. I must be fucking kidding me. You must be fucking kidding me. Okay, I have Kitty here. Where is it? Why is it not opening? Where is it? Bam. Here it is. ls projects whisper ls clear. Add any options. Take screenshots. Hide. Where are the preferences for everything? Move to monitor right. Always on top. Let me open it again. Overview. Let's see some ways of how we can do this. Kitty is designed for power keyboard users. New tab. Control Shift T. How do I switch between tabs? Control Shift right. Oh, okay. Oh, this is really cool. What else can we do? New window. New layout. Control Shift L. Okay. No idea what this is. Layouts. A layout is an arrangement of multiple Kitty windows inside a top-level OS window. The layout man Control Shift and Enter. Amazing. How do I close tab? Control Shift Q. Q. Control Shift. Okay. How do I switch between windows? Control Shift. Wait, what symbol is this? What symbol is this? Can define shortcuts in Kitty conf to focus neighboring windows and move windows around. Not. This is good. What is this symbol, man? All right. I know what this is. Control Shift. Amazing. And Control Shift Q to close. No, not the old one. Shit. Okay. I'm gonna do some work with Kitty. But let's see what's wrong with this guy. Pip this. So there's an error here. Pip's dependency resolver does not currently take into account all the packages that are installed. This behavior is the source of the following dependency. So there are some conflicts. We came across some conflicts. Most probably I will need to update my Whisper version. Or something else code. So most probably the versions are all around the place. Mismatch. It's hell. And they're gonna fix it. NVIDIA SNI. So I need a torch stack, and it should work with my driver version. That's right here. Okay. Let me exit. No, not exit. Let me clear this. I'm in my Whisper project right now. So let me deactivate. Let me deactivate this environment. Let me also remove it. Taking some time. I think this was a pretty big environment. Let me see how much it. I removed it completely. All right. Python 3 m when I'm creating a new one. And then source when bin activate. And let me set up this. And then I'm going to install the CUDA stack with the version that's compatible with my drivers. And then okay, let me wait for this to install. And then we're going to do something else. In the meantime, let's continue guessing the game. I have no idea what this is. It's just a screenshot of a floor, and the floor doesn't ring any bells. So it's one of the Persona games. Is it Persona 3? What are the other clues? I'm amazing at this. Okay. I would definitely guess that this image. Because in this image, I think they are in the netherworld. Okay. Let's do another one. I have no idea what this is. Let's skip it. Metacritic score, original release tool from Metacritic. Prince of Persia. Prince of Persia, the original one. What the hell is it? Oh! Street Fighter. Oh, it's a turn. Ah. I'm an idiot. Okay, this installed properly. So let's try now to install an older version of WhisperX. Fun. It's gonna take some time. It's gonna take a lot of time, actually. The last time I was installing this, I just left it to run in the background. I mean, the download speed isn't as fast as I expected it to be, but what can you do? Let me guess the angle. Let me guess the angle. I missed this one, but look at this. Look at this. Bam! Bam! 270 and maybe 283. 283. If I guess it the first time, it's less than 283. 279. Bigger. Oh god. So good at this. 280. No, it's not 281, it's 280. 281. 282. Fuck! Okay, this will take some time. This will take some time. And I don't want to spend a lot of my productive day guessing angles, but this one is 180. If this is 90, if this is 180. Heavy is more on this side. 290. 90 plus maybe 50. 90 plus 50 is 140. It will be less than 140. One. Let me visualize it. Let me visualize. It's 1. Press 0 here. It's 1. And it will be bigger than 129. No, it's less than 129. What? 90. 124. Ha. My initial guesses are really idiotic because the last time I also guessed a pretty random number instead of just going for my initial like gut feeling and then calibrating. So it's between 120 and 90. I think it's 128. The reason being 124. It's a bit too. It narrows it down in a sense because this almost to me looked like a 45 angle. So I have 90 here, plus 45, 135. And once I guessed 129, I was surprised with the fact that it's lower than it. And 24 would be like visually, I think a lot more visible. It would be a lot more closed angle. Let's see. Okay, this is still downloading. Let's do another one. Let's do another one. And then let's do something productive. 270, and there's maybe less than 10 degrees of space left of 270, so it's 260, 262. What the hell? What the fuck, man? We do another one. I have like weaponized autism. Okay, so it is definitely bigger than 270. I would say even that if this is 45, I would say it's even bigger than 45. So 270 plus 45 is 315. I'm gonna say 320 and let's calibrate. It's smaller than 320. This was a stupid guess. I should have guessed 315 the first time around. I need to give it a leeway on the other side. So yeah, I knew that between 310 and 320. Not 315. It's not 315. I would say that's 313. 314. 316. Ah. Okay, let's do something else. Let's do something else, please. Something else now. While this still goes on. I want to know some more things about certain things that I'm reading. And this is the first time I'm coming across this. Real time rendering. This real-time rendering. So it says here, real-time rendering is concerned with rapidly making images on the computer. It's an area of computer graphics, and it deals with the concept of an image appearing on the screen, the users or viewers acting or reacting, and then this feedback affects what's generated next. I don't know why I tried. Basically, let's see. Again, something is happening, and there is someone watching this. Let's say they are playing on a console or something. So what happens is that the cycle of reaction and rendering happens at a rapid enough rate that the viewer does not see individual images, but rather becomes immersed in a dynamic process. Okay, so the rate at which images are displayed is measured in frames per second, FPS or hertz, Hz. If we have 1 frame per second, we don't have interactivity. We know that a new image will come, but at around 6 frames, the sense of interactivity starts to grow. So let me just go to YouTube. FPS frame per second explained. So weird, even with 12 frames per second, it seems kind of fluid. Only when they slow it down, you can see how janky it is. Look, 1, 2, 3.
Sequences. Sequences are made up of scenes, and scenes are made up of shots. In previous episodes, we covered camera lenses, movement, and gear. But in this episode, we will discuss how different frame rates impact how we perceive motion and the speed at which motion appears on screen. This is episode 8 of The Shot List. Frame rate.
Who's narrating this? This voice seemed familiar to me. Music by. Who is the narrator of this? Frame rates, shutter speed. Okay.
In this video, we'll include tips on how to manage frame rates in your projects to help you avoid the common mistakes while creating something visually stunning. Now, first, let's frame this video. Cinema is built upon illusions. Sets recreate reality. Editing manipulates time. Visual effects do the impossible. But the first and most fundamental illusion is motion.
Motion pictures are based on an optical illusion. Just another case where seeing is believing.
Despite the name, when we watch a film, we are not seeing a motion picture. We're actually seeing multiple pictures, a series of still images. Playing back these images, or frames, consecutively creates the perception of motion. There are a couple of theories on how this works. The phi phenomenon, beta movement, persistence of vision. But the short answer is that when images are shown fast enough, our brain loses the ability to see individual frames and blends them together into a single moving image.
This is really interesting. When you think about it, every time you watch a movie, or you watch the movie, it's basically just still shots that are run so fast one after another that we perceive it as moving even though it's not.
Persistence of vision is the principle which makes movies possible.
Now, the number of individual frames that are shown within 1 second is known as frame rate. Frame rate is expressed in frames per second, or FPS. For example, a frame rate of 30 FPS contains 30 individual frames,
Okay.
or still photos within 1 second. To shoot a narrative that emulates the look of traditional cinema, you will want to shoot at a frame rate of 24 FPS. When sound was first introduced to motion pictures,
This is what the people want. Silent pictures are yesterday's news.
the frame rate needed to be fast enough to utilize sound technology, but slow enough to save money on the amount of film being shot. Its consistent use over decades has dubbed it the most cinematic frame rate. However, we've seen some notable exceptions over the last few years. The Hobbit was famously shot at 48 frames per second. The goal
And I think people were complaining about this.
was to reduce motion blur and the eye strain of 3D presentation. Director Peter Jackson wanted to create a completely immersive audience experience.
100 years ago, movies were black and white, they were silent, they were 16 frames a second, okay? And so 100 years from now, what are they going to be? I think you can absolutely guarantee they're not going to be 24 frames a second. So at what point between now and 100
24 frames per second.
years do these advances actually happen?
Director Ang Lee took this idea a step further when he decided to shoot Gemini Man at a whopping 120 FPS.
There's a vision more closer to life. The experience is different. The perspective
What the hell? Okay, I don't want to run this faster. I want to see this whole video in its normal speed.
is different. You got the first person feeling. What would that be like? To me, it's a logical next step.
However, since this video essay is presented at 24 frames per second, these clips you're seeing don't represent the look of higher frame rates. So, to get the full experience, you need to see it projected at an equal frame rate. Are these failed experiments or an evolution in filmmaking? Let us know in the comments.
Had enough of dwarfs for one day.
Now, the additional frames in higher frame rates makes motion look smoother. But what about when cinematographers deviate from realistic speed to tell their story?
Okay.
Fast motion. Assuming you'll be playing back at 24 frames per second, simply put, lower frame rates can make motion look choppy because they lack frames. What's the point of doing it that way? For example, recreating the vintage look of old home movies. Or adding a comedic element to the scene. In our previous video, director Jay Roach revealed this simple trick for creating fast motion.
The way the fembots' heads explode, it's such a primitive technique. You just undercrank the camera to 2 frames. They move their heads around at normal speed, but because it's undercranked, it looks like they're just jerking around and short-circuiting, that, of course, their heads explode.
Oops! I did it again, baby. Yeah!
Now, let's look at another reason filmmakers shoot lower frame rates. This technique.
So basically, the computer continuously generates images fast enough, and we have a feedback loop where we render an image, a user reacts to the image, the system updates, we render the next image, and then we repeat the whole process. And this loop runs many times per second. When we move your mouse, when we press... What is wrong with me? When we press any key on the keyboard, if we turn our head in VR, for example. So frames per second, it basically tells us how many complete images are shown every second. And at 1 frame, we have a slideshow. At 6, it's somehow interactive. At 30 to 60, it's okay. At 90 plus, that's it. That's required and necessary for VR and VR experiences.
Is called step printing. This is done by shooting a low frame rate, often with a slow shutter speed to create the blurring and streaking. Then the frames are copied and repeated to create 24 frames per second. For example,
my name is Domino Harvey. I am a bounty hunter.
In Tony Scott's Domino, they shot sequences at 6 frames per second, then printed each frame an additional 4 times to equal 24 FPS.
I tried Beverly Hills High for a spell, but it didn't work out. I hated them.
You can also find this effect in the films of Wong Kar-wai.
What?
In Gladiator, and music videos. The physical motion is at normal speed, but the amount of motion blur gives the impression of fast motion. Ideal to create a visceral and subjective presentation. For more on the relationship between shutter and frame rate, check out our other video on shutter speed, linked below. Now, let's look at the opposite effect. Slow motion.
So how does
If we want to slow down the motion of something that goes fast, we speed up our camera and make, say, 5 times as many pictures per second. We have slow motion when they are shown on the screen at normal camera speed.
Assuming you'll be playing back at 24 frames per second, to create a slow motion effect, you'll need to shoot at a frame rate higher than the playback rate. Say 48 60, or even 120 FPS, which is called overcranking. The higher the frame rate, the slower you can slow down footage while maintaining smooth motion and clarity.
But wait, wasn't this done with cameras that were positioned around the characters and they shoot the picture at the same time and then they just move the camera around?
For The Matrix, shots were taken at speeds up to 300 FPS.
You're empty. So are you.
What?
The opening credit sequence of Zombieland was shot at 1000 FPS. The key thing to remember about slow motion is that it emphasizes whatever action or emotion you present it with. It can make horror more terrifying, action more spectacular.
Oh, great.
Or comedy, more hilarious. Filmmakers utilize these extremely high frame rates to capture motion that even the human eye cannot see.
I can't get a shot!
In this scene from The Hurt Locker, extreme slow motion is used to brilliantly capture an explosion.
Thompson!
High frame rates also enable filmmakers to utilize speed ramps, like in this iconic action sequence from Zack Snyder's 300. A speed ramp is an editing technique used to transition between varying speeds of motion in the same shot, where each strike is given extra weight and impact.
One point in time, all video games copied this slowing down and cranking the speed up method when you do those honor kills.
To better understand the impact of slow motion on story, take a look at these two fight scenes. One is at normal speed while the other is in slow motion.
Creed ready to let his hands go. Creed misses and gets hit in return.
First, distract target. Then block his blind jab. Counter with cross to left cheek.
Hard left hook for Conlon. Over again. Tie him up! Tie him up! Creed wraps him up and pulls him in.
Discombobulate. Dazed, will attempt wild haymaker.
What does slow motion accentuate in this fight scene for the audience?
We can write jaw.
Creed spins, puts the champ in the corner.
What does it take away?
Throwing body shots like he's Rocky Balboa.
Let us know in the comments. And now, as promised, some tips on how to manage frame rates in your projects. Pencils out.
Settle down, class, settle down.
Deciding which frame rate to shoot at depends on what you want the final product to look like, which we'll call the quality of motion, such as normal motion, fast motion, or slow motion. However, the final frame rate we see on screen, we're actually seeing the relationship of two different speeds, which we'll call the capture rate and the presentation rate. Capture rate is how many frames per second were recorded by the camera, while your presentation rate is how many frames per second the audience sees in the finished film. For normal speed motion, the presentation rate must equal the capture rate.
All right, I don't think I need any more of this. Basically, I think the video would talk now about a concept and the difference between FPS and the refresh rate. Use just smaller lettering. So, refresh rate is how often the screen redraws itself, and they are not the same thing. Because movies are filmed at 24 frames per second, but a projector uses a shutter that flashes each frame multiple times. So if we do 24 frames per second multiplied by 3 flashes, we are gonna get 72 hertz. And this avoids flicker. We are still getting 24 unique images, but our eyes are seeing stable light. Same thing with LCD monitors, because a monitor might be 60 hertz and the game might run at 30 frames per second. So same frame is shown twice. A refresh is not new content. Also, we have another concept. It's called latency. Or lag. What it is, it's the time between user action and visual response. We move our mouse, but the cursor moves some milliseconds later, and brain is noticing, this doesn't feel right. Okay, I need to close this. I need to close this as well, and this as well. And I'm gonna continue, and I'm gonna use Kitty the next time I'm here. I wanted to like do some, I don't know, some basic shallow talk about rendering, but I just realized this is still running, and I think it's gonna run for a lot more time. So I'm gonna stop it here, and I'm gonna continue next time I'm back. Alright, we are using Kitty from now on. We're gonna use Kitty. I also have on another screen, I have the cheat sheet for Kitty. So as I'm working with it, I'm gonna as well, trying to find the best pipeline that works for me, basically. So let's do this. What do I want? First of all, let's go to project WhisperX. If you remember, what I tried to do is to install WhisperX to work on my GPU instead of CPU, because it's a lot faster. So let's see, source when bin activate. I should change the color of the prompt so it's different than whatever I have. Oh, basically this is not even the prompt, this is the prompt, and this is my action. So I need to do this. But first, let's see, CUDA. So videos, FF, device. Do I have this? I think I have. I do think I have. All right. Shit. So it doesn't work. Doesn't work. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. So I think, first of all, I need to change the colors first. I need to change the colors, because when everything is white, I really can't distinguish between what I'm reading. So if I remember correctly, Control Shift and Enter, but not this kind of divide. I want to divide vertically. I want to divide vertically. And Control Shift Alt. Okay, now we changed the layout. I love this. Now, kitten themes. And now I can choose the themes. 1984 light, Orwellian, day. Ooh, and on the right you can see all the different colors and all the different backgrounds and the ways they fit on this theme. Darker light, afterglow. Alien blood, no. I need something sharp. But something that's also... Oh shit, there's a lot of those guys here. Cyberpunk Neon. You have chosen the Cyberpunk Neon theme. Modify to load Cyberpunk Neon, abort and return. What do I do now? What do I do now? Modify. M. But I want the prompt to be different. I want the prompt to be different. I want the prompt to be different. Wait, let me check again. Kitten theme, dark, light, recent, user, dark. Dracula. I don't know what to select here. Same shit. All right. I need to do one of these things. I need to do one. Wait. What's my shell? In bash. All right. Kitten themes. Recent. Let's use a cyberpunk one. Why? So I typed in kitty styling and I got all of these Hello Kitty videos, but I want terminal. Kitty is just another terminal until you apply these tweaks. All right, let's see
Kitty
what
is
the
an
tweaks
awesome terminal emulator many Linux users keep raving about.
I didn't hear you right. Why?
And that's not just because it can display images. I'll share some of my favorite tweaks that will help you realize the full potential of this famous terminal. Here we go. Kitty is available in almost all major distributions repository. Just use the package management command to install it. And that's the
Is there a shorter video? How to quickly customize Kitty terminal. All right, 29 million views, 29,000 views. Let's see.
Alright, so you just install the Kitty terminal, you open it up and...
Oh god, is this a kid? Alright.
This is what you see. It's kinda ugly if you ask me. So today I'm going to show you how to quickly configure it. This can be a
It's kind of ugly. It's better looking than mine.
quick guide. You can do it in quite literally 2 minutes. So first things first, Kitty has this subcommand called hidden to configure your Kitty for you. So we type in hidden themes. It will let me choose a theme for me, and you have a basically a whole library of themes to choose from. The one I want is desert. You can choose whatever you want. It's got stuff like Node, OneDuck, Cat Puccini, everything basically. And what would you like to do? I'd like to modify the kitty.conf, which is the configuration file for Kitty, to load this theme. So that's M. So I'm gonna press M on my keyboard, and you'll realize that now we have the theme. I'm gonna close Kitty, open it again for everything to apply. And now we have the new theme that we want. The second theme that we want to choose is our font. Because right now I don't really like this font. You can use it if you want to. I'm just going to write hidden, choose fonts to change my font. And we can see a list of all of the monospace fonts. And I'm simply going to search for period code since that's what I use. You can select that one, press enter, enter, and we are done. Now we need to
choose fonts. Kitten choose.
Manually edit the Kitty config.
What? Update self-identity, clipboard, iCat, SSH, transfer, show keys, themes, run shell. Current version. Why is this happening?
File to add a couple of stuff. This is completely optional. You can do it if you want to. So what I'm going to do is first I'm going to change the font size. So I'm going to say yes to this, and we're going to change the font size. So at the very beginning, you're going to.
Why don't I have this command, brother? Why don't I have this command?
This is completely optional. You can do it.
Okay, it's here. Vim config kitty conf. Oh, so this is the only thing we are having right now. I do and if I paste it, and then if I save it, and then I most probably need to reopen it. I don't see that nothing changed. Vim config kitty conf text selection cursor. Why do I have these sounds here? Again, can I? Well, I must probably have a command to just reload, but reload? No. Ah, I think I have a different font now. So the font is different. That's good. Ah, this is how I do. Kitty reload config. What the hell? What? I'm usually not an idiot, but for some reason, I have a feeling I installed something wrong. So, ask ChatGPT what might have happened here, and it says, okay, first of all, confirm you're on Bash. I mean, it's like meeting a hooker and asking her if she takes money for sex. I'm on Bash, it's obvious. So now I can go Vim, Bash RC, Now, I could add here custom styles, but I think there's something better. I think there's something called downloads. I think that here there's something called Starship. Am I in downloads? Yes, I am. So I don't want it here. What Starship is a way to customize prompt colors. So if I do this, install Starship, yes. Okay. Please follow the steps for your shell to complete installation. Add the following end to the bash RC. Okay. So I need to go to Vim. I need to open my bash RC. And all the way. Okay. What's the shortcut to go to the end of the file? The dollar sign. It is the dollar sign. Nice. And I'm gonna copying it here. I'm saving it. And what now? I need to reload the bash RC. Bash RC. If I go now to projects, if I go now to WhisperX. Oh, it also tells me, I think these are the Git informations. It tells me the version of the project and it tells me the branch of the project. If I go source, when is it? When bin activate, we are here. And now let's go back to the initial problem that I had. We have come across, I need to first make sure. GPU. I need to make sure I'm hitting an error here. How do I close this one? Yeah, I'm hitting an error. Could not import a module. So what happens is I don't like these colors. I'm gonna change them at one point, not now. Definitely not now. But close. Can I increase this a bit? So I need to remove the broken transformers. I need to make sure they are not there anymore. If we print a nothing, then it should be okay. And then let's install WhisperX. Let's install these specific transformers, these specific versions. and also the correct torch vision build. And then we are gonna, oh, 780. All right, well, while this is installing, let me see how I can style. No, I won't style anything. Let's guess some games. So the last time I stopped at what? A different browser or clearing your cache? Oh, it's here. No. So I clear my cache for nothing. Oh, this will take some time. Let's hope it finally works. Once they fix it, oh, all right. Oh, so. Eternal Champions 1293. I never heard about this one. Let's go back another step. All right, so this is a. Why is it loading so slowly? All right. There's some sea. There's a blue sky. I love games with this aesthetic. I assume. I don't know if the authors of this quiz would do this, but I assume this could be Persona 4 because I remember there being a beach segment. So it's not Persona 4. Metacritic score 89. What? PC, Switch, PS4, PS5. I have never seen. Oh god, was he kidding me? Is this Fortnite? No, I have never played this. 2022. Oh, I know what it is. But I heard about this game. You have these cards that you collect, and for example, it's like a parkour game, and some of these cards can send you to different locations, or they have different effects based on what gun you select. But there's no way I'm gonna remember what this is. Neon white. I mean, I heard about it. I would have never guessed it. How far are we? 3 minutes away. Okay. Metal Gear Solid. If this is not Metal Gear Solid, no. Metacritic score 82. What could this be? Splinter Cell, maybe? Or? No. It only came out on PC. Half-Life 2. Half-Life 2. I'm just seeing these new images and I'm forgetting how the old one. Half-Life. Half-Life. Is this a Wolfenstein graphics adventure? No, it's not a game. It's I know what this is. Siberia. I'm on a roll. I knew what this game was because I remember reading about it in a magazine, in an IT magazine when I was a kid, and it really impressed me with the graphics. I didn't know at that time that it's a point-and-click adventure because the models looked like they were in a movie, and I remembered, man, I would want to play this game one time, and now I think the game is too old, and also I don't like point-and-click adventures, but it was really great. Wait, let me see. YouTube. 1,000 men in 24 hours. I know that people are shitting on. Is this? Oh. Are shitting on her, but man, it takes a dedication to do this. So, Siberia gameplay. Complete gameplay walkthrough, full game, no commentary. Oh man, these old menus were quite something. I remember thinking, I don't know what game I was playing. Maybe the original Stalker, and thinking, wow, this looks cool. And to be honest, it did look cool for what it was at the time. But these are just outdated.
Miss Walker, I am afraid that the sale of the Vorarlberg factory is not as straightforward.
She's got some cake, not gonna lie.
Once I've recovered my feet, I have to see to my post.
But wait, there's a scene in winter. There's a scene. I mean, the game's called Siberia, so where is the scene? I distinctly remember a train being stuck in a storm. Maybe it's Siberia too. Ah, it is Siberia too. How far are we from? All right, 9 minutes, 9 seconds, 6, 5. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Please don't install anything else. Please don't install anything else. Is it CUDA or GPU? What's the command to? No. What command should I use to run this? It's CUDA. Alright. So the only thing I think the only thing that is left is to uninstall these old versions, I assume. Installing collected packages. So it is uninstalling the old ones and installing new ones. So yeah, I guess Siberia.
Yes.
All right, enough of this. Let's go back. Another game. November 24th. Apologies. I have no idea what this is. Something colorful. Maybe a Super Mario or something. 66 Metacritic score. So unless it was a cult classic, I don't think I'm gonna guess it based on PS2, Xbox, GameCube, PSP. It's some kind. Is it Crash? Crash Tag Team Racing. I'm killing it. I'm killing it. Okay. So please, 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 please. Just work. Just work. Just work, please. Please, please, please. I want to go out for a beer. You must be fucking kidding me. Why? Why is happening? Oh. if I need to uninstall everything and install everything again from scratch, I'm not gonna do it. I swear to God, I'm gonna use the CPU. First of all, can I somehow close this? Control Shift W. All right. I closed the empty window because I there was no use for it. The only thing I need to do now is for this to work. I have another issue, which is something now even more obscure. Line 7. Let's get another game. How are these two images the same game? 99 light bulbs. So this seems like a modern game. This seems like a real modern game. PC, PS5, Xbox Series, Switch. And it's a platformer, and it released in 2024. The Plucky Squire. Never heard about this one. Let's do another one. And also ask ChatGPT to help me set everything up. I can't do this anymore. Okay, so this will be the last game, 1288. I need to remember this so I can write it down for the next time. No idea what this is. 80% on Metacritic. Switch and Switch 2. And PS4 and PS5 and PC, but it seems like Switch and Switch 2 were the major consoles that this game came out. Colorful, I have no idea. I wanted to guess Legends of Zelda, but I remember that both of those games, Breath of the Wild and I don't know what the other one is named, were really successful. So it's definitely not. Is it Animal? Fantasy Life? No idea. Okay. I'm gonna continue this some other time. Let's fucking finish this. So, WhisperX, what is actually wrong? It says here that this file has an undefined symbol here somewhere. Again, I assume, and ChatGPT just confirmed, that the reason for this is basically because the Torch and Torch Audio and Torch Vision are built on different versions. Oh god, if I have to reinstall, please God, no. If I have to reinstall everything, and it took like half an hour last time, set everything up, I'm not gonna do anything. So my driver is 535, and my driver reports NVIDIA SMI. NVIDIA SMI, it reports 12.2. What if I install the latest version, the latest drivers? Is that easier? Okay, let's upgrade drivers maybe. Maybe that's better for now. Maybe that's a better way forward. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna close this. Yeah, I'm gonna close this up. Oh, that's actually a nice touch to this terminal. I'm gonna close this window. I'm gonna edit this video. I'm gonna upload it hopefully today or tomorrow, and then I'm gonna install a new version. So let me check my. Let me first close this. Exit. No. What's my release? 2404. So first of all, let me remove any broken or partial NVIDIA installs. Okay, this is also what I don't like. Look about Kitty. It should style different things here. Everything is the same color. Why is this so slow? I can hear my computer running pretty heavily, to be honest. Hopefully everything is okay. Oh, right. It took 1 minute. Why took this amount of time? Okay, let's how to remove anything that's broken. By the way, if one of these commands just ends my video, keep in mind I want to say bye as well. So let me stop it here. See you in the next video. Bye.